Hey everyone, Kai here. Today I'm going to be watching the first episode of Tensei shitara, Ken Deshita, also known as Reincarnated as a Sword. So, this is a show I'm checking out mostly because people seem to express interest in me doing so. And yeah, the title definitely does sound pretty interesting, I guess, is our protagonist literally going to be a sword? Can you really call him a protagonist at that point when he's a literal object? Is the girl that wields him the true protagonist? I don't really know. I don't really know much about this show aside from there's a sword. It probably talks if it's reincarnated. But even though it's not even a guarantee, it could just be we get his inner monologues while he just enjoys being wielded by a cute girl. That could work too. But yeah, I don't know really too much about it going into it, but I'm definitely interested to find out. So let's just jump on in. I do have to kind of explain my reaction format because this is a start up a new series. So I do not show the anime footage itself in the YouTube video because of copyright issues. I do show you subtitles from the show in a timer, so you can get your own copy of the show and get it all synced up with me, and we watch it together. So if you're okay with all that, then you have my permission to stick around. So let's, for real this time, jump on in. 3, 2, 1. Ooh, kind of a spooky start. Oh, okay, we're just showing the death. Gotcha. Yeah, they're just kind of going hand in hand with reincarnation, death. Not always in isekai shows, but, you know. Being reincarnated itself, that does kind of necessitate that, I suppose. We have our cat girl. I'm pretty sure that's the one that wields the sword. And that's our sword. I'm pretty sure it's the important sword. It has eyes, after all. Title drop in like less than 40 seconds. Wow. It's gotta be a record. Cat girl meets sword. That's a great opening title. Okay. Right. I did see the cover art, so I did kind of know more or less what she would look like. But, yeah, the cover art doesn't do her justice. She looks really cute. We're gonna get our backstory. Talking sentient sword always reminds me of Chaos from the Rand series. This is your new world. I hope you enjoy your stay. You're probably gonna be here a while. Yep. There are definitely worse things to be reincarnated as. Like a slime, for instance. Or a vending machine. They almost look like, yeah, like a sword in the stone kind of thing here, too. The eyes just make him look so goofy. Kind of hard to take him seriously. You're probably a legendary sword, you know, super powerful sword. Probably can't do anything on your own, but whoever wields you is probably going to be pretty powerful. Okay. Ooh, telekinesis, that's cool. Definitely useful if you don't have a mouth, I guess. I didn't get to read all that, but I saw the word regenerate. Yeah, you definitely have the look to you. Aside from the goofy eyes. I'd rather be wielded by the cute cat girl. Please go away. Where's a goblin slayer when you need one? Such disrespect. Okay, I spoke too soon. That is such disrespect. So can you attack at all by yourself? I guess we'll see. Okay. Okay, I guess he can do this. So he doesn't really need a wielder. But he could use one for sure. The sword's purpose is to cut, so yeah, when he's cutting, he's truly satisfied. Which makes him sound like an edgelord protagonist, but... Slow down. Digging, disassembly, clad mastery. Survival probably comes in handy. That would definitely be pretty cool. Is that the goddess voice? It's gonna be a long time to get used to those stupid eyes. Living the dream right now. Getting the stabby. This is how a sword eats, that makes sense. That hunter's gonna take a while to get to. I look forward to seeing the meeting with the cat girl. But that's like his home, I guess. That's a start. But yeah, I didn't really get a chance to comment on it, but yeah, the multiple moons in the sky is certainly interesting. Oh, is that her? Yeah, it looks like slave status. Mistreated slave status. I look forward to stabby in this guy. In fact, the sooner we get to that, the better. Because that was so not okay. This girl needs a sword, and a sword needs a wielder. They're like a match made in heaven. Makes me want to hug her, even more than I heard he did. It's a bird, it's a plane, it's a sword. Okay, that is a real limitation. I was kind of thinking, like, gotta be some reason why he needs a wielder, but that would explain it, yeah. If it drains that fast, it's very limiting. I have to imagine he has a mini orgasm every time he stabs something and kills it. Very useful. Imagine the stories that just get spread around about the mysterious flying sword that just kills stuff and flies away. Wow. Hope you enjoyed your meal. Improved attack. A lot of improvements. Is that like blood or doesn't really look like blood? Some kind of liquid is. Just not gonna think about it. And yes, very clearly this isekai is very much a video game-like system, as most of them kind of are. Announcer song. I would call it goddess voice, personally. I really do need the Goblin Slayer. Or do we not? You know, I think he's got this. Oh, that's probably the leader back there. How stealthy can a floating sentient sword really be? Oh, damn. Okay, I think that got him. Imagine dying before you have any idea what even hit you. Yeah, it's definitely blood. I'm not really sure about this translation, just overall. Okay, definitely getting up there. If this was a Rance game, the Sword Mastery 3 would be a really big deal. Yeah, I definitely look forward to her grabbing you for the first time and stabbing with you. Can we stab this guy too? Multiple times, he's kind of a big guy. course, they're magical slave colors. I mean, I like her in that position, but I don't like the context of it. Yeah, those eyes. As soon as she gets that sword, you know what? You know how it's being used. Did I give you permission to live? I don't think I did. Throw a rock at him. Do it. Man, she's really gonna. She's gonna go for it. You gotta take some real guts when you have that collar on you. I knew it wasn't gonna end well. I was hoping she could, because if she threw it, at least she'd be able to get the attack off. But obviously, she wouldn't be able to do too much damage with a single throw. Then she got really lucky and was stronger than she looked. The pedestal gives me Legend of Zelda vibes. Man, he's having this fun adventure, and meanwhile his wielders just has a terrible life. I kind of wish he would hurry up and, be wielded by her. He needs to break? Okay. And so not a big deal. Area 4, no big deal. What are we trying to do? Attack a sea monster? Gluttonous Slime Lord. I mean, surely a slime wouldn't be very effective against a sword, like you would try to squeeze it and just get cut. Okay, that does seem pretty bad, actually. Also, the thing's quite big. Oh, that's a lot of text. Consumes every living thing, I got that much. Heavenly Slash! Are we gonna blow up? There we go. There's a blow up. Stings a little bit, but yeah, nothing regeneration can't handle. And he really has a thirst for powering up. Mimicry, Harden, Instant Regen. Again, very useful sounding stuff. I mean, the sword can't really use potions, so he really does need to have some good skills. Seriously, what is this translation? I mean, doesn't seem super useful. What are we fighting? Look like just the earth itself is moving. Blast tortoise. Okay, so it's like a giant tortoise. Gotcha. That makes more sense than the ground attacking him. I imagine something made of, like, hard stone kind of stuff would be the natural enemy to a sword. But of course, the tortoise even has weak points, of course. Air bullets. Sabertooth, huh? Tyrant Sabertooth. Oh, whoa, that's a nice ability. Probably weak to getting stabbed. You could try that. I mean, honestly, the whole, summoning magic circles to jump off, platforms is one of the coolest abilities, if used well. In some ways, it's even better than flying, because you can, rapidly redirect and stuff. I think Fate Ely even had a little bit of that, as a substitute for flying, if I remember correctly. checked in on our cat girl for a while. Hopefully she's doing okay. Like, no, we don't. She doesn't die or anything because they have to meet, but you can get pretty abused between that and that. Is he gonna be stuck here? This doesn't seem good. Yeah, we definitely need a wielder now. Is he gonna be stuck there for like just so long? We came to the wrong neighborhood. Well, she's cute. I mean, she's probably not a real character, but it's a nice design. The longer you're there, the less picky you become. I think he's a sword and doesn't have to eat food, otherwise he would be dead right now. I mean, it's a good pitch, but nobody to hear it. Imagine a sword cooking for you. I have no doubt you're a wonderful sword, but I can't grab you, unfortunately. So if he can't move, then Catgirl-chan has to come through here for some reason. At some point, right? I feel so bad for him. He was having the time of his life just murdering all these creatures and getting more powerful, but look at him now. There she is. Looks like we might, yeah, could be coming through here. Also, is that like is that a two-headed bear? I would not want to mess with a two-headed bear. Yeah, thing's absolutely terrifying. All you gotta do is grab a weapon, you'll be fine. You deserve that. Yeah, kill him, rip his head off. Thank you. Right now, the bear's top 3 characters in the show. Or top 4, I don't know. Does it count as 2 people? Unless it kills her, in which case it'll drop in rank, but I'm sure she'll be fine. No, you're not. You'll be fine. Just gotta grab the protagonist and stick him inside that bear. Oh, there. Okay, closer than I thought. Man, if I was her, I'd be like, this is the luckiest day of my life. Just right when I need it, a powerful weapon just sitting there for me to grab. Now just pull out, and the protagonist is yours. Art thou my master? Yeah, I bet. But there's no time for being shocked. We gotta fight. Luckily, it's distracted eating others. Okay, yeah, I guess he is kind of stuck in there. And he's probably not that strong. But we need you to do this, like, right now. Really cut that close, girl. For a cute girl. As long as you understand slash and stab, we should be fine. The contrast between that legendary, epic-looking weapon and her slave clothes. It's something else. Yeah, she basically gets a benefit from all the training he's done. More or less. Here we go. I think I saw some blood there. But yeah, definitely doing very well. Yeah, we got this. So we're gonna go for like a heart stab, okay? Because you can't really chop the head off because there's two of them, so. Looks like that did it. Well, no kidding, you would have been dead without him, without question. Yeah, you can keep him, it's okay. He doesn't want to go back, I assure you. I do quite like her voice. I think it worked out for somebody, but so that sword like is like bigger than she is. So can we cut the collar? You can't hide it behind your back. Yeah, we definitely need to cut this thing off. Well, we gotta take care of the collar then. Oh, damn. Okay, that works too. And yeah, with that, the collar comes off. Well, we took care of him. Just snapping the neck was well executed. And like that, her life can truly begin. Yeah, and your best friend is a sword. I mean, she really should be able to, like, objectively. That would be for her best interest. I mean, in her position, you really can only go up for the most part. Also, really hope we can get this girl some proper clothes. Yeah, the mark on her neck could just... Hopefully that's not, like, permanent. That's a good question. Can we call her Kudo Neko? Ron? Is that what we're gonna go with? Reminds me of Frank and Fran, but okay, I guess it's fine. I like Kudo Neko better, but I can live with it. Oh, we got a cloak now. Already looks cooler. What are we gonna call him? Come on. Excalibur? Really? Shisha? It's not really a name, but it's more of a title. Although even that doesn't sound right, but I guess that's his name now. Okay. If it's gonna basically be a name, you don't have to translate it. Just Shisha was fine. More strongly? What kind of title is that? Either way, yeah, they're now partners for life. Very protective sword. Which I guess is a good trait for a sword to have. What's with the show in goblins? Okay, so apparently, yeah, we're gonna do Adventure Guild next time. Adventure Guild stuff next time. Which I suppose is important, you know. Become like an adventurer for some kind of income source and all that. But okay. That was the first episode of Tensei shitara Ken Deshita. I want to call this show Tensei shitara slime dot Ken, you know, but because it's such a similar title. But anyway, yeah, definitely a very solid first episode. I mean, it had to do that thing that pretty much all shows like this have to do in the first episode, give you a basic rundown of like the basic mechanics and stuff like that. And skill trees and abilities, like it's more or less very similar between most of these kind of shows. So nothing really too shocking about that. Although there was some emphasis on evolving and stuff like that. But otherwise, nothing really to comment about it. But it even did remind me of that slime, you know, reincarnation show a little bit. Just instead of being in a cave, he was outdoors, but essentially doing the same thing. Killing stuff, becoming more powerful, getting a feel for the environment and stuff, and eventually, you know, meeting someone to adventure with, right? So it definitely has some similarities to that show, for sure. But, yeah, Fran, I guess is her name. I guess I'll try to call her that going forward. But, yeah, she definitely needed something like him in her life, because this is a terrible life. Not only is she a slave, but she's a very clearly abused slave. And, you know, as far as life status goes, it doesn't really get much worse than that. So, yeah, I'm very glad she was able to find the protagonist and now have him at her disposal, essentially, right? So, yeah, not really too much more to say on it beyond that. We just got... Because the episode was basically just a setup to the world, to meet our two basically two protagonists, you know, meeting each other. And yeah, next time we can actually learn a little bit about like we'll get to go to actual city, I assume, right? Because we didn't really get to do that here. We just had him flying around dangerous locations, and she was also just kind of traveling around. So we actually haven't really been in a city really yet. So if we are doing adventure guild kind of stuff, we do kind of have to go to a city for that, I assume. So we'll get to see how that goes next time, which would be pretty cool. As far as our main two characters, I pretty much like them both. I mean, the translation was doing its best to make me not like the sword. Just, you know, it's that kind of translation, right? Where either the translator or the editor thinks to himself, you know, I can make this a lot more interesting with my own brilliant writing touch. You know, like that kind of person was clearly involved in it in some capacity. And I never like it when translators or editors do that, try to improve a script. It always bothers me. We definitely had some of that here. But aside from that, yeah, I did like our protagonist. I like our main girl. She's very, very cute. You know, her voice, just her character design, I quite like it. Obviously, it's very much slave-ish right now, but I imagine I will eventually get her a proper pair of clothes, and she'll really shine at that point. But yeah, she seems very enjoyable character for sure, right? So I look forward to kind of seeing how their dynamic goes going forward, because we just kind of scratched the surface in this episode. They just met, so it'll be interesting to see exactly how the dynamic how it progresses going forward. But yeah, I enjoyed the first episode. I will certainly watch more. So thank you for watching, and hope to see you in the next video. Until then, bye bye.